is hit, I don't know what, but anything other than record on my phone. Like, I think I hit record, but I guess I just take a picture of myself. So, this morning on my walk and talk, I was talking about the amount of trash that is dumped out on that, in the area, and it's everywhere out here. I could take you on a whole tour for free of the amount of trash that is just dumped. But it was more about my naivety, what's the word? It's always there. On how I perceive people. That's the seatbelt thing going off because I have my dog here with me. But it's the way I perceive people and maybe the way they perceive me as well. And it's like, you know, I saw somebody out there. There's a big dump area. And I saw somebody out there with a truck. And I thought, oh my gosh, the guy is cleaning up that trash. And great, you know, that big trash pile. And I was gonna offer to help him, but then, I don't know, people are really weird. It's like, I've gone and asked people, you know, can I help you with that? And they're like really gruff with their no. And so I tend to just stick to myself now, which isn't the way I was raised, but I don't know. I'm just taking my cues from today's society, not 1980 society. So anyway, what you're gonna see next is what happened after that guy left with his truck, and why my belief of what he was doing was so wrong. Like, I thought he was going and cleaning up all of the trash, and it took me a while, maybe a month, to kind of, you know, figure out what the gentleman in the truck was actually doing. Like, why did he just pick up bits and pieces of the trash and leave the rest? Did he fill his truck all the way up? What was he doing? So enjoy this video, or I hope you do, and thanks for riding along with me out to my land, because I forgot to hit record on my intro. So, what's missing from this pile? I know, the guy didn't pick up any of the trash, did he? Like, what was he doing out here? You know, this kind of goes to my being naive, possibly. But is that sun too much? We'll go to this side. I love the sun. Maybe I'll thaw out. I'm freezing. 17 degrees this morning, but it's going to be a high of 47. So it's good to be close to the equator. Sun comes up, it warms up. Anyway, so that man, I was like, what exactly was he doing out here? He didn't pick up the trash, but did he? He did. The first time I walked over to that trashy area, there was a whole trampoline in there. Whole trampoline. All the bars and the springs and the net and, oh, the bouncy part. I don't know what that's called. So, what did he take from there? He took all the metal out of it. And it just makes me think, gosh, I'm so naive. Like, there's a part of me that thinks, oh, he doesn't like the trash as much as I don't like the trash, so he's out here cleaning it up. And he's a good guy. And he's not a bad guy. But it just is like a form of being naive. Can't figure out that word. I'll get it eventually. To think that everybody thinks like you, that everybody thinks like me, and I don't think that about everything. Like, I know we differ in politics, and I know we differ in music and fashion, probably even with my dogs off leash. But overall, I think that we all have some common ground, and I thought the trash dumping would be a big one, and it would irritate a lot of people, just like it irritates me. So, and you know, to be honest, there's not all trash irritates me. I don't mind if you want to go and dump your leaves from your backyard out here. They're going to decompose and become part of the dirt. I don't care if you want to dump your tree branches, really. They're going to take a longer time to decompose and become part of the dirt, but they also provide a habitat for the critters out here. Ugh, the critters. I got to stop calling them that, because 99% of them are probably rats. Ugh. This is the stuff that bugs me to death. This is a plastic tarp. Oh, I don't even know what's under there. Something hard. I don't want to know either. People dump all sorts of weird stuff out here. But that plastic tarp is going to be here forever. And it drives me crazy when I see tarps out here and garbage bags full of trash, because, and I'm no environmentalist. I'm not a crazy environmentalist, you know, but I do believe that we should keep our lands as clean as possible. So, I don't know. So I don't turn gross. So, that's more or less what I have to say about that. But the naivety, is that the word for it? Golly, help me out here. Thinking that guy was there to pick up the trash. And he just took the medal. Oh well. Yeah, so we're going to go a different way today. You'll see the dogs more in front of me because they're excited to explore what they think is a new path. But this is not a new way to go for us. We have been this way, probably about a month ago. And I want to see if anything else has been dumped here around this bend. Around this bend. Who's that? Around this bend. So around this bend up the hill. Last time I was out here, there wasn't a lot. I think there was just a couch, maybe a dresser. But it's a nice secluded place. And from the tire prints on the road, you can kind of tell that somebody's been out here recently. So let's go see. Yeah, I forgot about this here. What do we have there? A foam mattress. You know, here's more organic material back here, but wonder how long that's going to be here. I bet my great-great-grandchildren will still see the remnants of that foam mattress. So anyway, I wasn't going to go this way. We have gone this way up this hill here, and at the top of this hill there was a grave, and I'm kind of afraid to go back to it because it looked like the coyotes had been at it. And my dogs, of course, are like, oh my gosh, something's rotting. We should go investigate. And I'm like, no, get away from it. So anyway, I'm not going to go back up the hill. We're going to continue to go up this road and see what's around the bend. Maybe it wasn't a couch. I don't know what happened to the couch. It's just an old dog house, from what I could tell. And I think that whoever was shooting the shotgun was using the doghouse as its target practice. I do wonder though, this burnt out spot here that I was showing you guys with all of these metal bars in it, is that the couch? Did somebody burn the couch? I have no idea. But we're gonna head back the way we came, and it doesn't look like there's much else out here. I think there's the remnants of the couch, the couch cushion, and then there's these coils here, right here. So anyway, doesn't look like more new trash though, except for the doghouse, and the amount of shotgun shells are crazy. And that's typical out here. People like to get away from the city and shoot their guns. Better than shooting them in the city. We took last year's Christmas picture up here. My dad and his girlfriend came to visit from Florida, and we trudged up here to the top of this little hill, and we took our Christmas picture with this as our background. It's just an amazing view. There's a house right there, just the top of it. It's an interesting little compound. One day I'll drive by and show it to you. And when I say it's a compound, it's a compound. It is not a homestead, really. I mean, what I just showed you, the top of that thing right there, they're probably watching me. I always feel like they're watching me. The top of that is like a watchtower. It's crazy. So anyway, let's finish up this video, shall we? I just have one more place to show you, because it really does define, like, put a big star on how naive I am about people's thinking. You know, it's just, it's not naive. I don't know what the word is. Maybe it is. Daisy, we're not going to go that way. Daisy, no, come here. She really wants to go that way, but that's because she has this hound dog kind of nose, and she's like, I don't know what she smells, but I can tell you what, she could smell rotting food from, I would bet you, at least a quarter of a mile away. And I think it's from her time living out here in the mesa, in the desert area. Because I mean, it took me 3 months to get her caught. Well, by the time I found a professional trapper who could trap dogs humanely, she was wonderful. By the time I found her, she got her trapped in, well, I think it took her 2 times. She tried a coyote trap the first time, and then she put up a much bigger trap the second time, and she was caught, and she's been my dog ever since. So anyway, last junk pile. here's where that word again, comes in to play. So over in this area here, we have this stuff. This is like, I think it's leather, manufactured leather. And oh, the sun is giving me bad light. But what's funny is, and this is when I decided, it dawned on me, you know, up that way, I showed you the cat tree. And when I was walking one day, I thought to myself, you know, just like that guy came out and picked up the trash out there, kinda, maybe somebody's gonna come and pick up the cat tree. You okay, Ellie? Let me go back. Oh, she's good. And maybe somebody's gonna come pick up that cat tree and tear it all apart and put some fresh paint on it, maybe some primer or something, and, you know, recarpet it and turn around and sell it on the marketplace for $100, you know, or so. But then I got to the place where that leather was, and I remembered about the same time that truck was out, that those leather things used to be cushions for chairs. There were two like wrought iron chairs there, and I'm guessing the guy came and took the cushions off and left them there and took the metal. So obviously he's just a metal recycler, and he probably takes it down and he gets a little bit of money for it. And you know, I don't know, it was like a light bulb moment, like, oh, so he's not cleaning up the desert, really. I mean, he kind of is, but not really. He's looking for his own gain in it, and it has nothing to do with my own gain, which is, you know, walking in a cleaner environment. Anyway, I don't know if you found this video to be of any interest. I hope you did. I'm almost back to the neighborhood now, which means I'm almost done with my walk. And, you know, I hope to see you on the next video. And thank you so much for joining this one. Have a great day.